Hello, Chris. Hello there. Do we hear each other okay? Everything's fine? The sound, the image? Hello, Eva. Hello, Peter. Welcome. Great. Hello, Rock Bites. How's everybody? Hey, thanks. I hope I pronounce it okay. English not being my native language, so you'll have to bear with me. Thank you, Chris. Here it is. This body living on YouTube. We'll stay for a few more minutes, and then I'll make an introduction, like putting the base on our discussion tonight. Tinkerbell. Okay, thanks. Hello, Lady Maddock. Lots of people tonight. We'll begin in 2 minutes. Unconditional. Okay, we'll talk about that, Chris. Okay, just give me a few minutes uh, to say a few words, and I'll include what you just said about this unconditional shit. Yes, okay. Hello, Rafael. Okay. What time is there, Chris? Here is midnight. 3 p.m. Hello. I'm great, Rafael. I'm absolutely fabulous. Thanks for asking. So, a nice Sunday afternoon at your end, I guess. It is already Monday. Yeah, Chris. Maybe we'll do that. I'll have to convince him he doesn't see, he doesn't want to see anymore YouTube or Facebook or internet social media. 10 p.m. thinks, okay, nighttime. Okay, guys, here is a real non-duality talk, or reality non-dual talk about nothing, which seems to be something. Like Chris told us in the chat, um, 5 p.m., 3 p.m. Nice to hear the hours you got. So there is no time. I'm ahead of you. I'm speaking from the future. So you should listen to me. Oh, I'm joking, of course. Uh, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to take any word coming from this mouth as truth. Absolutely not. It's just a sharing about what is seen from this apparent position. So it comes something like this. Lots and lots of people, even more and more each day, are talking about non duality or radical non duality. I mean, this is it. There is no you. I bet you heard them. That's all there is, they are saying. Life happening. Are they right? Yes and no. Are they wrong? Yes and no. The thing is that most people believe that they are someone, a very strong belief. And it's an absolute certainty that from there, life feels heavy or seems to be heavy. Problems, suffering, anxiety, and they all begin, all these problems, let's call it like, with I. I am angry, I am hurt, I'm not enough, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have panic attacks. From here, like I said, it seems like everybody is blind. I mean, what the fuck? Can't you fucking see that those are only thoughts? I mean, what you call a problem is just a thought. There are no such things as problems. There is only a thought claiming that you have a problem. And the suffering feels heavier, the that nasty feeling inside feels stronger when it's claimed as being my problem, your problem. This is where the nightmare starts, the nightmare of the me. Because in truth, in this, there are no real problems. But tell that to an average man who has mortgage, who has bills to pay, who has his mother on the deathbed, or I don't know, an ill child, things like that, usual daily problems or stuff. Can you tell that to an average man? Maybe you can, but you'll be facing a wall. It's like talking to an empty wall. Because this me is an energetic feeling based on an assumption, based on a thought, referring to itself. Things are like this. I mean, I'm saying what is seen from here. That doesn't mean that I'm right or that I know something. No, 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 no. I know shit. Don't take me for granted. I'm not worthy for you to believe me. Something deeper than these words wants to be sent from here. But when you believe you are someone, problems appears endless. anxieties, fears. You solve one problem, I mean, you think you solve one problem, and then another one shows up. It never stops. Because the story of me, the story of you, of this I am, is a story of lack. In the body, that feeling of something is missing is permanent, is always there, as long as you consider you are somebody. But outside of this story of me, because it's only a story, there are no problems. Life simply is lifing itself without needing to be fixed. You know that famous wave line in the spirituality bullshit. The wave rises and falls, but it doesn't belong to anyone. Sounds nice. Thoughts may appear saying, "This is mine, this is happening to me." This is the point where the suffering seems to begin. Not in the experience itself, but in the belief of a separate self. Everything that seems to be happening is naturally neutral. Only the interpretation based on thoughts about what's happening is dual, good or bad. But what's happening is prior to words. Many spiritual teachers or guru or masters or whatever are saying that is beyond words or thoughts. I can't see words or thoughts as being real. So no beyond. What's beyond? They are not real. The thought in your mind about the phone is not the phone. The phone is in your head. The word phone is not the phone. Same goes with a punch in your face. The thought of a punch in your face, a strong fist in your big nose, is inoffensive. Can't do shit. Not real. But when you get punched in the face with that strong fist, that hurts. That's the difference. So there is no beyond words, because words and thoughts are just appearances. It's the complete aliveness. This is prior to words. Words appear after things happen. So this, whatever seems to be happening, it can be called bad or good. There are a lot of non-dual speakers who says that is not okay, that is not true. But they also say this aliveness is in whatever seems to be happening. Seems like a contradiction. They particularly have something against therapies or therapists or someone who's working with people getting rid of suffering, healing from anxiety, depression, and panic attacks, sustaining that is that is also a part of the dream. Okay, No problem. But this, what appears as me in front of you, this body, is apparently uh, doing a job as therapist. Yes, in my native country, I deal with people with anxiety, depression, and panic attacks. And seems like this body is doing a good job. Many people come in this direction and they get rid of uh, this bullshit with anxiety, depression, panic attacks. And I'm doing this for 10 years now. And I made an approach, a program, a 7-day program that appeared here, which seems to be working, being very efficient, and also unique, being right on point, because is focused on the cognitive senses and functions which are not based on the I, on the me, on that separate feeling, like breathing, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, touching. Of course, you can call it a non-dual approach, but you have to see it now and be honest. Without a thought in your head, what's the problem right now or whenever? Is there any problem? Was there any problem without a thought? Without that image center, without that me, where is the problem? There is only what's happening, light, real, and free. But that must be felt. There is no use if you only understand that there is no me, there is only this, there is only seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, feeling. No one doing that. There is no use of understanding this. Is futile. It may be even worse than that. Believing that you are doing something, that you have free will and choice, that tension in the body, that feeling of lack, that anxiety, depression, and panic attacks may get stronger. Looking to solve the problems from an I position, a separate position from that me energy, it's absolutely futile and worthless. And the work done, healing, seems like is worsening the problems. In fact, the only way I see it is to quiet the mind. In the absence, I repeat, in the absence of thoughts, I mean, right now, what's happening? They say there is only what's happening. Okay. But in the absence of thoughts, at least you can say nothing is happening. No seeker, no search, no end, and no beginning. Just this. Ordinary, obvious, already whole. This ungraspable, unknowable aliveness. Impossible to be explained, to be told, to be shared. Because there are not two, a speaker and something to speak about. That's the illusion. There are not two. And yes, anxiety, depression, and panic attacks can vanish when it is really seen, felt, experienced by nobody that there is no center in there, no self, no spirit, no soul, no person, no whatever. Yes, and that feeling that, hmm, so when the understandings are dropped, there is a clear seeing, a so-called energetic opening in which it can be seen there is no you. There, suffering disappears, problems disappears, duality disappears, and so the so-called suffering, it's seen as being an illusion. But that energy which fuels anxiety, panic attacks, and depression absolutely disappears. Yes, I made a program of 7 days in which anxiety and panic attacks can disappear. No matter what others says, I can prove it. It can be proved if you want. But it's like a headache. When the headache comes, the body goes and takes a pill at least, right? And the pain may go or not. It's the same shit with this practice or therapy or whatever. In this approach and in this unique program, it can be seen that the root of all problems, existential problems or daily problems, is a fiction, is not real, not even disappearing. It's seen that it was never there. And that's freedom. But we are talking about an experience lived, not understanding. When you understand, when you try to understand, when the need to understand appears, that reinforces the me. That energy they all talk about as being constructed and generating this feeling of not okay. Maybe you don't have anxiety, depression, and panic attacks, but 99% of people feel like something is missing, something is not right, wherever they are, with whom, no matter with whom they are, no matter what they're doing, that feeling of lack is there. And it's so easy to make it disappear. Yes, there is no you. Yes, this is all there is. But if it's only at the level of thoughts, that's horseshit. It must be felt, experienced, of course, by no one in the body as a freedom, as, and the body will be more relaxed, flowing with what appears to be life. That's it, and that's all. What? I'm talking too much? I see we have some comments. Let me find my glasses. Yes. Seems like the body's getting old. Seeing, going away. So there is no more seeing. What's left? Okay. Okay. Chris is asking, if non-duality isn't a teaching, then why do most if not all non-dual speakers always have been spiritual in the past? Okay, Chris. Yeah, they seem to have a process, but I'm telling you, no matter what it's done in the story of me, no matter what they say or you say about something being based on time, not being real, let's say right now, you only addressing as a thought. I guess that's why they say, at least this is how I see things. That's why they say it has nothing to do with spirituality, with what they done in the past, because everything this body did in the past, in this moment, is just a memory, is just a thought. So this aliveness, this what's happening, cannot be guided on or based on some thoughts. You know, that's why they say there is no spirituality, no teaching, no nothing. Teaching cannot be real because there is no time, and that's a fact. We are not talking here about philosophy or whatever, uh, I don't know, thoughts, beliefs. We are talking about aliveness, like childs, like infants. We don't have to believe we have a nose. It can be seen, felt, touched. Even a punch in the nose will get sore. Okay, pain will appear. So this is where I'm playing at. Being like a 3 year or 3 years old child. That's simplicity, and that's all there is. So teaching cannot exist because it assumes there is a you there, and time is real. You have to learn something right now to be better or to be okay, feeling well after the teaching is learned. That's bullshit. There is no time, as and that is scientifically proven. Even Einstein said something like that. There is no past, no present, and no future. Time is another concept. Talking about what this body did in the past is futile. You cannot relate this aliveness, this whatever you may call it, consciousness, I don't know, whatever you may call it, this, you cannot relate it to thoughts. Thoughts are not reality. Thoughts are illusion. Like I said, as long as you think to a punch in the face, you'll be okay. If you get a punch in your face, that is reality. It can be felt. This is where I'm staying. This is where I'm playing. At least, this is where is what is felt here. You know. So maybe that's why they say non-duality is not a teaching. Yes, I don't consider a teaching. I don't consider any teaching available because there is no you in the first place to be taught. That's all there is. But like I said, when a pain comes in or appears into the body goes in doing something to make that pain disappear, like a headache. Dualistically speaking, when you have a headache, you'll go look for a pill to get rid of that headache. Is that simple? Is the same in the case of anxiety, depression, and panic attacks. There is nothing wrong. Is also what seems to be happening. And even the belief you can do something is also what's happening. There is nothing wrong and nothing good. It's only this. Unconditional love. Unconditional gangbang. They use a lot of words, but words are meaningless. This is not about words. It can be pointed to, but when that constructed energy in the body disappears, it is clearly seen that everything may happen, and there is no right or wrong. It's just what's happening. Okay. Ava is asking, how do we quiet the mind if we don't have free will? Yes, Ava, you are stuck at the level of words. I'm here pointing prior the words. Don't stay there. It's just a dualistic speaking because, first of all, English is not my native language and I don't know how to speak better English. And second, words are not reality. Language is dual. We don't have another way to express ourselves. So I tell you, yes, you can experience the no mind state. But in real, if there is no thought there, okay, you believe you are a me, you believe you are a person, you come to me and I lead you, let's say, in this energy field of no thoughts. When no thoughts appears, let's call it like a state, although there is no state, or if you want, is the stateless state, which the need for another state is not appearing anymore. So, when all the thoughts disappear, where are you? Like in the deep sleep, or like in the moment of the sexual orgasm, or like in the moment when you laugh hard, really laughing from the bottom of of your lungs. No thoughts. That's the natural way of living, at least at the body level. So, yes, when I say that you can stay without thoughts or you can experience the no mind state, is just an expression, is dual. It seems so wrong, especially if you are in the non-duality area, in the understanding of duality. This happens. You take every word and question it and consider it wrong. Nothing is wrong. It's just empty words, empty speaking happening. Like I told you in the first place at the beginning of this live session, don't believe me. Don't take me for granted. Just see what the body feels right now. And I also made a few videos pointing straight to that no mind state, let's say, and showing as much as I could on video in my members section only. Go there, watch those clips, and tell me, where are you in that zone? In there, when every thought disappears, it can be felt, it can be seen that there is no you. Understanding or trying to understand, it's a death loop, will bring more tension in the body. Apparently. Let's use apparently as the non-dual speakers are saying. So, yes, there is no free will. Absolutely no free will. It only appears as being real. That's all. 14 watching now. Things. In fact, things nobody is watching. In fact, nobody is speaking. It's just YouTubing. That's all there is. I guess this is the first live this body makes this year. So it's okay. If you shave that spiritual beard, you're gonna start existing. Yeah, right, Chris. Who the hell heard about spiritual beard or no spiritual beard or non-dual beard? That, yeah, nice joke, man. Spiritual beard. Yeah, I'm a Osho wannabe. You're funny, man. Ah, Sham. Peter says you can't, Eva. Peter is answering. I'm looking at my laptop because it's bigger. Okay. Peter says, you can't, Eva. Answering to Eva. You are not your mind. You are pure completenesses. The mind is a belief, nothing to be bothered about, only to observe and paying no attention. Who the fuck can observe the mind? Who is this motherfucking observer or the witness? See, this is the illusion. That's why people suffer, because they read about an observer, about a reader, about a witness, and they start to believe, not experiencing, that they are something else than the me. I mean, they say in spirituality, like Peter absolutely read about it, that there is an ego, self, and the watcher, and the true motherfucking self, and the false self, and so many entities in that body and in this body, and it must make peace one with each other. Come on, that's another spiritual bullshit. There is no you, first of all. First of all, you believed you are a person because your parents told you so. At the age of 5 months, 7 months, 9 months, there was no motherfucking observer or watcher or witness or whatever or self. And I ask you, Peter, if you were born in the jungle, in a tribe, with no books, with no readings, with no speakers, no spiritual teachers, Would you use those words? Would you know about a self, an observer, an witness? No, you won't, man. You won't. You've been lied to. Reading all that spiritual crap. You are pure completeness. That's another thought, Ava. Can't you see? Better is to go in the opposite apparent direction. Who's seeing the thoughts? Where is that entity you call me, you call observer, you call the witness? Where is it? If there is something in that body for real, it must be felt. I mean, like the ear. I mean, like this spiritual beard, like Chris said. If you plug a finger in your ass, you'll feel it. What I'm asking is, where are you? Never minding this spiritual bullshit thoughts that people were hypnotized to believe in. Like you are pure consciousness, you are pure love, unconditional love. You. Where is this you? I mean, you can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. Everybody's talking about you. Where are you? Who are you? I mean, we are talking about something that assumes, especially, that you are not the body. You are not the body, you are not the mind. Mind is also thought, or a bundle of thoughts. Okay? So you have nothing to do with thoughts, you have nothing to do with the body. Where are you? Who are you? You cannot answer. There is no answer because there is no you. And that's direct experience, pure aliveness. And you can see it too in my members section only. It's only $2 a month. No big deal, I guess. If you want to feel it or find out that there is no you. And that what these spiritual frogs are telling you about you being something else, there is no difference between you are a person or you are consciousness, you are completeness, you are the will. There is no difference. It's the same bullshit that fuels your suffering, your unfulfillment, your unhappiness. Yes, another belief. Oh, no. Chris, but if non-duality isn't a teaching, why do all non-dual bodies always use the exact same words like unconditional love, this is it, and life is lifing? Yeah, seems like they all telling the same story, right? The truth is, there isn't much to say about it, or anything you could say about it is not true. Words are not real. Just watch those videos, or please come and let's make an one-on-one. And something there will be amazed. How can this body live and feel without a thought, without that belief? There is no separate entity, but you have to feel it. And I'm talking, yes, dually, because I don't have another way of communicating with you. Joseph is asking, how does the contracted energy in the body disappear? I just told you. You want to see it, you want to feel it, even for a second, contact me. But in the first place, go in my members section only and watch those videos. I made it a while ago, and do what is pointed to in those videos. I bet you'll be amazed. Of course, after the video, maybe that energy will take place again, the contracted energy, the me energy. I've said it all there. I'm not going to say it again. And it's not about saying, it's about an energetic transmission. And we have to see each other for that. Chris is asking, but if there is no witness, then how is there something aware of being a body moving through time and space? Whoa, whoa, slow down, my friend. Hold your horses. I just said there is no time. If there is no time, and Einstein also said that, there is no time. Like, it's just a concept. Everything is an appearance in the me world, in the conceptual world. So, if time is not real, there is no space, no distance. So, there is no movement. And we can play a little here, my friend. Just follow this. A car is moving from point A to point B. The moment it starts and arrives at the half of the road, this is it. The driver only remembers that it was a while ago in point A. That's only a thought. It's not reality. Reality is right here. Am I being understood? I'm trying to explain as much as I can, although it's futile. So, when the car arrives in the point B, the middle of the road and the point A from which the car started are just thoughts, memory, nothing real. They are not real, just memories. This is it. That's all there is. No time, no space. Just a bullshit story, which seems to be very real. But if the story is not dropped, if the story is not seen as being a story, nothing good or bad with it, that feeling won't disappear. That feeling that something is missing, that feeling of lack, that feeling of something is not okay, will not disappear from the body. And many of you, many people can't take it anymore. Being in that world of time and space, of moving, of is just a dream. Taking the dream as being real, the suffering appears. And that's a certainty. There is no one there to be aware. Where is it? I mean, you make a picture of what's being aware of that witness or observer and send it to me. Please do that so I can see. There is no such thing. And I'm not just talking. I can show it to you face to face, online, and you'll see. You can't find shit. No observer, no self, no doer, no witness, no person to be aware. Things are just happening. That's all there is. Seeing happening, hearing, tasting, touching, feeling, that's all there is. No center, no separate someone doing. I mean, let's take walking. Pay a little attention if you are really interested here. Let's take walking. The body is walking, okay? And the me appears and says, I am walking. Like I am the witness or I am the observer. I am walking. But you cannot see your foot on the ground until the foot is already there. You cannot see it in the moment. The foot must touch first, touch the ground, then feeling happens, and only after that a thought comes and says, I walk. I feel the feet on the ground. But the feet or the foot must be on the ground first. This is all there is. The story of thoughts about what's happening is not reality. And it takes place, apparently, only after the real happening took place. It's an after process. It's not first. So you say you are walking, but if you paid attention, it can be seen that walking happens. And this pattern can be applied to anything that seems to be happening, with or without the body. Let's go further. Then is only awareness. Cheese is saying, yes, you can call it whatever you want. Awareness, let's say. That's okay. John, but Anna Brown, Theo, etc. say be still. Ramana say be still and hold on to the I thoughts. It will disappear and only pure consciousness will remain. Yes, but that's conditioning. That's conditioning. You have to do something now for the I to disappear. When? Later, not now. That is time, and time is not real. I mean, it really is a fantasy. Pay a little attention. Who can hold on to a thought? I'm okay with Ramana Maharshi, with that so-called safe self-inquiry. If you ask me, that is the only method. Who am I? Is the only method, let's say, who can destroy the I thought. But what about that energy in the body? That is a feeling. That is an energetic, like if you want, discharge in the body. You feel like you are someone. You feel like you are separate. Okay, thoughts, fuck them. Illusions, soap bubbles, harmless, inoffensive, futile. But what about that? This is where I'm pointing to. I'm not saying they are wrong. Absolutely not. But here, it's seen differently. I'm not saying that I'm right either. Please note that. It's just a sharing. And I thought, being a thought, like I said in the first place, in the beginning of this live talk, a thought is not reality, so it's not real. How can something that's not real disappear? You see, this is the level of pure fantasy, imagination, memory, beliefs. I'm talking about something else, completely different. Before or prior to thoughts, to that imaged world you call my life. That's what I'm talking about. Prior to that. What is listening to you? I actually understand what you are saying, but what is that? Please, it is confusing me. Zaikyong. Jade. Let's say Jade. Okay, Jade. What is listening? Nobody is listening to me. Listening happens. Make an exercise. Go, please, and just play with it. Is just another play, another game. Go in my members only section and see those videos. Put your earplugs in, close your eyes, and go with me on that line. Although they are recorded, they have no intense energy, but it can be seen over there too. So let's have a play right now. Okay, if you are interested, okay, let's have a play. Let's have fun a little with this experience. Okay, so hearing takes place. Just pay a little attention here. Hearing takes place. You hear what's called to be my voice, what seems to be my voice. You hear sounds. Maybe the music is running to my speakers. But where are you? Where is that says, I am hearing? Hearing happens. That's a fact. Undeniable fact. Hearing happens. But where are you? Can you feel a you? Can this me be felt right now? Where is it? In the ear, in the nose, in the eyes, in the ass? Where is it? From where the hearing starts. Can you feel something like that? That entity they call self, listener, watcher, observer, witness. Where is it? My dear, if you don't go in this area of reality, of feeling, seeing, sensing, hearing, tasting, touching, breathing, those nasty feelings inside that body won't disappear. It takes just 1 second to be seen, or to, how they say in spirituality, to realize this. And then the body relaxes. That energy disappears. That energy of me seems to disappear. The thoughts may come, but they are somewhere in the background, not not influencing the body anymore. No anxiety, no depression, no panic attacks. It just happens. Thank you, Chris. You are great. Thank you, Nor. Chambil, thank you for being here. Can you? Denise is asking me if I can share my experience. Uh, my experience, what's called my experience, it's a story that can be shared. But like I told Chris few moments earlier, there are just thoughts. Maybe we'll do a live. I will do a live, another live show next week. Maybe same time. I don't know. And we'll talk about this body's story, experience with or near death experience, hospitals, kidney failure, and shit like that. Monastery, praying, yoga, cold bath, breathings, everything until this happening. But it is just a story. It's not meant to be taken as reality. And nothing that's only a story can be taken as a pointer or something to be followed. That's not working. Not good or bad, just futile. The experience people say they have are only thoughts. Just a nasty, smelly baggage of thoughts. They are old. They expire. What's real, what it is seen, let's say in front of the eyes, is always fresh, always new. Like Jesus said, just see, everything is new. I mean, this is not a teaching, this is a exposure of what is seen from here. That's all there is. And many said and talked about this, but those are also stories. The body can feel good for a while in those spiritual circles, in those, I don't know, practices. Yes, it may feel good. But then, after that, when the saturation happens, when you are tired of it all, that me energy comes back and comes back full force, real hard. So Denise, maybe I'll do a sharing next time. Sure. Chris the player is asking, if people are just empty bodies, then why are there so many bodies full hatred and envy? There are no people. There is nothing empty. Bodies just appears to function in this so called world. You talk about hatred and envy. They say God is in everything, right? In the religion dogma. There is only one. Again, since I've spent a lot of time in Orthodox Christian monasteries, I'll give an example just for fun, nothing to be taken as reality, just to have a discussion. Jesus said, "Me and the Father are one." From here, this is seen as there is no me, no Father, just one. That energy is all there is. And it is appearing as different manifestation. But nothing is bad or good. That energy is in all that seems to be happening. Even a murder, if take place, that's God. That's energy. Energy is everything. Only the mind differentiates it. Only the mind or the thoughts separate existence in good or bad. Based on what? Based on what you have been taught. They gave you a list of what's good and what's bad, and that body function over that beliefs which are not even yours. That's really a spiritual bullshit. There is nothing wrong. Without a thought in your head, my dear Chris, without a thought in your head, if a murder takes place in your face, you having no thoughts. I mean, let's put it this way. If I So, if I had the ability to make amnesia appear in that body, no thoughts for 5 minutes, and a murder or a rape would take place in front of your eyes, would you say it is good or bad? It is wrong? I'm not saying murder or rape are okay. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that from here, everything that seems to be happening is neutral. The me based what it heard, or it learned in the past labels what's happening and says is good or bad. That's false. Existence, or this what can be called life, this aliveness, is neutral. Maybe right now people are killed in Afghanistan, or I don't know, Iraq, or whatever. Is it bad? Is it good? It is what it is. And if it had to be different, it already was. That's so simple. And I'm not saying I'm right. It's just what I'm seeing from here. I'm not saying others are wrong. Not at all. I'm just saying what is seen from here. That's all. So even hatred or violence is just what's happening. It may appear. I mean, look at nature. In spirituality, they say, learn from the lesson of Mother Nature. But who does it? No one. No one does it. No one. If you trespassing a lion's territory, guess what's happened? What's gonna happen? Or anything else. If a mouse passes in front of a cat, guess what's happened? Guess what's going to happen? That's the same, my friend. Life in the dual experience of a me, life is lifing based on death. From here it is seen that there is no death, there is no birth, no dying. It's just this. It appears as an imagination, as a memory, as a thought. I heard that dying may happen, but I can't see it. I can't feel it. I'm like a 3-year-old child. Well, you explain to a child what is death, what is wrong, why is wrong. He won't get it. But you know what? He's completely happy, living the life as being the life, and no matter what's happening, that's all there is. Yes, even the infants experience the embodied disturbance. When they are full of shit and pee, they cry. They cry really, really hard. But when the mother comes and wash them, giving them new pampers, they smile. The adult, if he shits on itself, and it can go and change itself, will cry, will yell, exactly like the baby. But when it's changed, when it's washed by the people who are taking care of him, guess what's happening? The adult will begin to curse them. You motherfuckers, you left me an hour with the shit between my ass cheeks. The baby doesn't do that. The baby smiles, feeling good. The normal people, in this case an invalid one, maybe a sick one, shitting on itself in the bed, cannot be happy, cannot enjoy that feeling of freshness after the diapers were changed. Why? Because of the memory. Because he's taking the memory as being reality. He's taking the past as being reality, my friend. There is a tension in the body, and he feels like the others are wrong because they forgot about him. That's what's happening. Nothing wrong and nothing real. Even frogs kill insects. Who are you to say that is wrong, that is good, or that is not? And no matter what you say, you're right. Enjoy. Okay, and Sinan says, a great sage, Robert Adams, said, just let the body do what the body does. It will happen anyway, but no one does it. Exactly, yes, I love Robert Adams' stories, although he also is saying from time to time that you are consciousness, although there is no you, and he is saying in what you are quoting him. Very nice. Yes. Chris, the player, is asking me if I feel unconditional love for other bodies, or do you still have some dislike towards some of them? What? Can't you hear me? There is no sound? What the fuck? Here everything is okay. So tell me if you hear me so I can go on answering Chris. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you very much, guys. So, let's go back to Chris asking me if I feel unconditional love for other bodies. No, man. There is no such thing as love between two persons. I repeat, and I know I'm repeating myself. In fact, I'm saying this for the first time. It's only a thought, a memory that I've said it earlier. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just what is seen from here. That love between two bodies is not real. That's not love. It can be real. Love is not dual and is not conditioned. Between two bodies cannot take place such thing as something, whatever, call it love, unconditional. No. And the bodies apparently come on this earth with some genetic programming, if you like. That's why I like some kind of cake and maybe you don't like it. That's why I like contact sports like kickboxing and fighting and lifting weights, and maybe others like playing chess, listening to classical music, or I don't know. That's why I like playing the guitar, and others like playing football. That's why some bodies are Olympic champions at lifting weights, and another bodies are Olympic champions at math. Yes, preferences still take place. It's in the genetic program of the so-called body. It's also an appearance, but I don't want to go there. Let's stick it to what seems to be very real. So no, I don't have unconditional love for anybody. I still have preferences. I still see people that I don't like. Look, from here it is seen that everything is energy. The body can resonate with another body like an energetical level. It can be attracted or not. In the me world, in the human world, in the imaginary story called my life, this energy is happening, resonance, okay? Like Every being on this planet, everything is based on that, this resonance law, like energy. Two bodies attract each other, and that's all. That's all. The story made up about this energetic, let's say, attraction or resonance, like projected in time. I know you from that date, and I hope we'll be together till the end of time, and you have to be in a way that I consider is okay. That's bollocks. And that is the reason why people are not happy, because they believe in something that's not real. There is no such thing as a relationship. There is only energy. That's all. It's so simple. And if we apply it yet to the simplicity of the real non-duality, I'll ask you to show me the relationship. Where is it? Okay, maybe we can agree there are two bodies, but where the fuck is the relationship? There is no such thing. There are only thoughts. That's all. That's all there is. The relationship is another thought who generates a lot and a lot of suffering, believing it as being real. But it all starts from believing you are somebody, you have a body, or you are not the body but you have a body, you are not the mind but you have a mind, you are something, you don't know what you are, but others told you that you are a self, a spirit, a consciousness, or whatever bullshit they say. That's the realm of suffering, believing it. The moment you need to believe something, it means there is no aliveness. There is only the need to hang on, to cling on to something because you feel insecure, you feel empty, you feel lack, unfulfilled. And you need to believe you have something, a relationship, a body, a mind, a car, a house. Seems like everybody's blind. Nobody wants to go look to see, okay, everybody's talking about me. Do that, do that, do that to be good, do that. Go to practice spiritual practices or whatever, read, learn. But who the fuck am I? Where is that me in this body, on this body, all over the body? Where is it? If there is something real, it must be felt. And when you go in this area from the right position, which I can show it to you, it's impossible to talk about it. It's something energetic. From that position, suffering disappears. Tension in the body disappears. The body relaxes a lot and starts to flow with whatever seems to be happening, being already what seems to be happening. Hey, Dr. Don. If everything is one, then why did the crazy body that I used to call mother was such a terrible human being towards me? My dear Chris, my dear friend, there is no why. This question will lead to more and more suffering, unhappiness, and tension in the body. When you ask why, you immediately say you are someone who needs to find something, to find out why. And from the start, there is a feeling of lack because you need something to find out why. That's one point. Point two, you have to go in the past to look for explanations. That's not going to help, my friend. That's going to deepen you in suffering. And like I said before, there is nothing good and nothing bad. Chris, realize this. There are only thoughts. Nothing is wrong right now. Nothing is wrong. Quit telling story about something that is not real. If you can. But of course you can't. Not because you have something wrong, my friend. No, because the I, that sense of separation, can't see. Thoughts can't see. I am is just an illusion. It can't feel, taste, touch, see, hear. And no matter what I say here, from that position, everything is bullshit. If me and my mother are one, no, my friend, no, my friend, you misunderstood me. You're trying to understand and you are losing the signal. No, it's worse than that. No, there is no you and no mother to be one. There is only one. And that one has nothing to do with what you think it is. I just told you earlier, there is nothing good or wrong or bad or right. It's just this. Whatever seems to be happening. I know my English is bad, but I expect you, my darlings, to understand the term everything. Everything seems to be happening. That means whatever is happening is this unconditional and ungraspable aliveness. Thank you very much for this evening. Yes, it's late night here. It's 2 a.m. almost 2 a.m. here. So this body is kind of sleepy. Thank you for joining me into this life. It was a pleasure being with you. Maybe we do it again. I don't know. Until then, have a good one. Cheers.